So here we go. It's the Junior Road Tax second chance heat here on Sunday. Let's take you through the starting grid. On pole position, representing the United Arab Emirates, will be Zain El Homosani. Germany's Noah Janssen will be lining up alongside him on the front row. And then it is Julian Kovacevic and Laura Bubenova that will be on row 2. The Sinapes Ornball and Sky Parker complete the top 6. Mati Sometra and Hamza Al-Fayez from Jordan, that is row 4. And rounding out the 11-strong grid will be Naim Breitag, the 290 from Germany, Luca Bremer, the 252 from the Netherlands, and Ruben Verheyen representing Belgium in the 245. So 7 minutes have been set on the timer as the 11 competitors now make their way across the start-finish line to start their formation lap. So this 1,388-metre circuit has been a staple over the last couple of seasons here on the BNL Karting Series. It's a wonderful track. It's very technical, very fast-flowing, and can be quite deceptive. There's a lot of high curbing as well, especially that can be used in adverse weather conditions like we had yesterday during the significant downpours in the morning and after going into the latter stages of the day. So Zain El Homosani and Noah Janssen looking to get things ready early. And that's the sign that we could have a clean start first time Vasking. There's a little bit of mist in the air. There's a little bit of fog starting to lower. But visibility here at the circuit is nice and clear. So out of the final right-hander, into the chicane they go. 7 minutes on the timer, red lights ignited on the starting gantry. Are we ready? Are we steady? The Junior Road Tax second chance heat is a full start. So they've all that preparation, they've got to do it all again. So if the race director spots that there is something not quite right with the start, the yellow flags will be brandished. So now Noah Janssen lines up alongside Zain El Homosani from the United Arab Emirates. And again, they've just been told multiple times to slow down. This is a formation lap. There is no need to go hell for leather. So for the second time of asking, we're about to get the Junior Road Tax second chance heat underway. 7 minutes on the timer. El Homosani on pole. Janssen alongside. Kovacevic and Bubenova. On ball. Parker, Ometra, Al-Fayez, Breitag, Bremer and Verheyen. That is your 11-strong grid. Now, let's see if we can get things started this time. Coming through the chicane. Over the slight crest. Into the tram lines. Are we ready? Are we steady? We are underway for the second chance heats, and Zain El Homosani leads the field. Julian Kovacevic up the inside of Noah Janssen through turn number 1. And there goes Laura Bubenova. Sky Parker currently sitting in, I think that is 6th position. I do recognise her kart because it's got the... I've got to give a shout out to the team at Ultimate R, who have run drivers such as Matty Hingley. And that was a great switch back there through turn 5 by El Homosani to retake the lead off of Kovacevic. Hamza Al-Fayez has made his way past Sky Parker, who now sits in 7th position at the minute. So we'll see whether she can make some inroads. If Hamza Al-Fayez is going to storm through the field, he's trying to do that very, very early. The Jordanian did not have a very good first heat, The kart actually broke down before he even got racing. El Homosani leads after lap 1. Kovacevic, Janssen, on ball, Bubanova, Alfayez. That's your top 6. Parker, Brima, Verheyen, Bretag, Omitra all the way down in last position. Now into the left-hander here at turn 3. And Janssen sends it up the inside of Kovacevic, who gets the switch back. On ball looking to get through on Janssen at turn 4. And he does get the job done. Alfayez, was cheekily looking up the inside of Bubanova through into turn 5. But the Jordanian decided, well, you know what? I'm going to lift off slightly there, and I'm just going to keep myself out of harm's way and cause an incident. But now he goes up the inside. They nearly interlock wheels, do Alfayez and Bubanova. That's allowing Sky Parker to close on in, along with Luca Prima. So we're coming around to complete lap number 2. El Homosani has started pulling away from Kovacevic in second. Third is Ombol. Fourth it's Janssen. Bubanova. Now Sky Parker looking up the inside of Hamza Alfayez. And I think as she got the job done, because Janssen has just got through on Ombol for third place. And that is the case. That's a great move there from Sky Parker. But Hamza Alfayez is looking to get through on the 237 from the United Kingdom. She's still ahead as they go through into turn 4, but Sky Parker has run completely wide off the track, kicking up the dust, and that is a real shame. Not too sure if there may have been a touch or she may have just run wide. And Bubanova, in the meantime, you can see there they are just, well, there is Hamza Alfayez. Bubanova, I think, got caught in the crossfire as they make their way through the final right-hander and into the chicane. 4 minutes to go plus an additional lap. El Homosani's lead is 0.66 of a second. Janssen back up to third as Hamza Alfayez, just tags the curb. Coming into turn number 1, was looking on the inside of Ruben Verheyen, and that allows Laura Bubanova to get back through in the 248. This has become a little bit of a dogfight between these two. Alfayez looking for the inside line. Bubanova has got it on the 251 from Jordan, and looks like she might have just made the move stick. Meanwhile, Janssen right with Kovacevic in second position. It is actually Bubanova that is there. So it's 9 Bretag that's battling with Hamza Alfayez in the 290. So we're over the halfway point for this Junior Rotax second chance heat. Laura Bubanova did set the fastest lap. That's now been taken by Noah Janssen. And then Luca Brima currently in 6th place, 56.570. Janssen now back past Kovacevic. Bubanova in 4th position. Ombol in 5th, with Luca Brima in 6th place. A little bit of a gap there between Luca Brima and Ruben Verheyen. Hamza Alfayez now is in 8th place, ahead of 9 Bretag. Sky Parker is putting in personal bests. It's a real shame for the 237 based out of Trologan in Wales. Was having a great battle with Hamza Alfayez, and it just unfortunately came unstuck at the wrong time. El Homosani's lead now expands to just over 7/10 of a second. But Noah Janssen dropped it. Well, it was nearly 7.5 of a second on the previous lap, on lap 4. On lap 5, he's dropped it to just over 7/10. And this is where any mistake now from anyone in the top 6 could give an opportunity to one driver in particular, Ruben Verheyen, who's about 2.2 seconds behind Luca Brima at this moment and has just put in a 56.994. The gaps look to be decreasing as the lead for El Homosani dips under 0.6 of a second. Janssen Still staying ahead of Kovacevic. Great job by Laura Bubinova, coached by Debbie Hansen this weekend from Deb Sports. Had a nice little catch up with her this morning. Laura will be one of, well, a lot of the field here will be competing in the penultimate round of the Rotax Max Euro Trophy that returns to this circuit once again next week. But Zain El Homosani just keeping it nice and calm at the front end of the field. He knew that he'd have the run on everybody by being in pole position. So I think it's just now a case of holding station. But keep your eyes on what's going to happen behind Ruben Verheyen. We go on to the penultimate lap of the race with about 18 seconds on the timer remaining. That Hamza Al-Fayez has been closing in on a rapid rate of knots, and he's just put in the fastest lap of the race, 56.529 by the Jordanian. So timer has expired. Next time around, it is the final lap of the Junior Rotax second chance heat. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for one particular driver. Zain El Homosani also is competing in the FIA Academy Trophy this season. And we now head on to the final lap. Last lap board is out. El Homosani's lead at a comfortable 0.46 of a second advantage. Noah Janssen, Julian Kovacevic, Laura Bubinova, Sinja Perez on ball, and Luca Brima just holding station, not wanting to make any mistakes. Some people might say, well, that's a little bit boring. Well, it might be the case that these drivers do not want to incur a penalty of some description post-race. They want to make sure that those front fairings are intact, because 5 seconds from any one of those drivers from second, or even from first all the way down to sixth, if you get a 5-second penalty with a front fairing, you are out of the top 6 in this race. But just the final right-hander to negotiate, and the chicane, and winning the Junior Rotax second chance heat. It is Yaz Heat Racing Academy's Zain El Homosani that wins by just under 3.5 tenths of a second. Noah Janssen, Julian Kovacevic, Laura Bubinova, Sinja Perez Ornball, and Luca Brima round out the provisional top 6 in the second chance heat. Hamza Al-Fayez from Jordan in 7th, ahead of Ruben Verheyen, Naim Bretag, Mathieu Saumetre, and Sky Parker rounding out the 11 strong, all finishing all 9 laps of racing.